Good morning, everyone. Today is lesson number 18. We're going to talk about polymorphism. Polymorphism is having many forms. Like a car can be Toyota, Nissan, BMW. A person can be a father, a son, or husband. Okay. Now, this function is a print talking calculator. We go look at over here. Print talking calculator. Okay, you have a class called talker, and you define a function, and you're gonna print, hey, my value is whatever the value I have, and you have another class called talking calculator. You're passing a calculator and with a talker, and this is the calculator class. You just define a function, calculate the cell with expression, evaluate the expression become that. Okay, so you combine these two classes together and you call talking calculator, and you just make this become one. Okay, when you print talking calculator, this is you're gonna define it, and when you print it you can ask for the has attribute, the object TC. Does it have a talk? Yes, it has talk, so it return true because there's a talk right here, function right here. Does it have a sleep? No, it doesn't have sleep. The talker doesn't have sleep. Or calculator. Okay? Now, the second one said callable function is not available in version 2.0, so you want to use the has attribute TC, comma, these two underscore and call underscore. When you do that, it's that for. It's going to go for. And now you want to set the attribute name equal Peter Yang. And that's it. I didn't print it, but it's okay. We don't worry about that. The next description of the function should be a callable object. Get attribute object the name, and then hasWidth is the object plus the name. Is instant object and the class is subclass A and B, and random choice passing a sequence. Set attribute object name and the value you want to do that, and types of the object. Another function you have warning, filter, warning, action. I'm not going to talk about it, so just let you know something you might look at on your own. Now, the next one is we can have a function function print exception, and you can say try this divide by 0, and then you're going to keep print out exception. Okay, and when you do that you can give you an error, say try 1 cannot divide by 0, so you trap an error right here, right? X divided by 0, 12 divided by 0 gonna be give you an error. Okay, so and then the second one you're gonna do the same thing, except that you're gonna put a 0 type as an E. This is try 2. You get an error. It's gonna you're gonna set the divide by 0. The error is set divide by 0. And the third one, except here, and if you run again, and then everything go good, it's gonna say print or print well. It's gonna print right here. So this is try, except, and finally. Okay. And the third one is you cannot create a constructor. Okay, by create a construction, you use this underscore init, and then you pass the cell and the value. You can have default 0. Okay, this initialize right away after the object is created. As soon as you create an object, this can initialize it. Okay. Now, number 3, you can call some constructor right here. This is the class x equal constructor, and number 1 you can say sample constructor x equal what? Equal 99 because you assign right here. Okay. So this is the you create an object. Okay, this is an object. You create an object assigned to an x become an object. Now you print the object with the value of it, which is equal 99. Okay, the second one said if you pass a parameter, see this is me is parameter. If you pass a parameter, it's going to override this, and you're going to change this, become this, and when you print it's going to say this is me. That's it. That's all it does. Okay. And you create another class called person. Again, you create a constructor right here. You make Thursday equal to another function. You're gonna set cell. If cell equal Thursday, you're gonna print I'm drinking. Then you change it to a 4. Otherwise, you're gonna say I'm full. Okay. Let's figure out this. Let's look at print the person first. Print the person. When you create a person, you can with a C. A C is a object. When you say C dot drink. When you see drink, the drink is true. So you're gonna print I'm drinking, right? Yeah. The first time it's coming true, it's gonna go true. So you're gonna say I'm drinking. You're gonna set to a 4. And then the second time you run it, because I run it twice, right? The first one is true, the second one is set 4. When it's 4, you can say I'm full. Okay. Now, the second one, you create a musician by subclass it from the person, which is the superclass, right? You can subclass it, musician equal person, then you initialize the cell, and you make sound equal I'm singing. You define a function called singing, and then you print a sound. Okay. Now, on let's look at this. You are print a pianist, a musician. The next one is musician. So let's look at the musician first. Musician's right here. Okay. You're gonna print a musician, and you're gonna a musician right here. Let's look at a musician. Musician, you just say I'm singing. Create a function called cell. You're gonna print it. Now under musician, you create an object called musician. You assign to this ms. This becomes an object. You're gonna say ms.sing. When you do that, it's gonna say I'm singing, right? Because the function in here said sing. Make a sound. Sound, you said I am singing. Okay. Now the next one, you said I'm gonna sing again. Oh, a thirsty. When you try, I said thirsty, you're gonna get an error. It doesn't stand error. Say thirsty, you can give me error. Like I said, musician has no attribute thirsty. Remember that when you subclass it from a person, this one is gone, okay? Because it doesn't know what it does here. So there's a way to go around and fix it by do a pianist. Okay, a pianist is different from musician. A pianist, you define constructor up like here, and you set a sound to a singing, and then you also create a constructor for a person. Okay, when you do this, they call init the superclass construction. When you do this, the value of the person self-Thursday is initiated. Okay, so very important. One line here is you want to have whatever the superclass has it, you have to use this value person.init self, and this is for the pianist, this is for the person initialization. Okay, and everything stays the same. You can just sing self thing. Okay, when you do that on the pianist, okay, you assign pian equal pianist, you say gonna sing, and let's say I'm gonna comment this thing out. I don't want to get an error on musician, so let's come down and run again. And if I do that, I shouldn't have any error. I don't have any error anymore. See, the last one here is the person, the pianist. Okay, say ping pianist. Look at the pianist here. Pianist just wanna say I pian equal pianist. Pian sing, you can say I'm singing. Pianist drinking, you said I'm drink. And you print the second time, you can say I'm full. Okay? Keep in mind the importance of this is this part. Okay, this is for initialize the superclass. You want to have the whatever the value from passing down from superclass to the subclasses. Okay? It's about 12 minutes, so I think I hope you learned something for this one. It's a little bit complicated, but just look at it and see you have any question. Okay? See you next time. Bye.